Duracell, trusted everywhere.
It's a 60s postmodern gingerbread house, although I hesitate to call it a house. It's more of a palazzo. It's designed by renowned architect Murad Mayuhas.
In a season marked by overindulging and overspending, Acura introduces the concept of oversaving. Test drive a new Acura during the Season of Reason sales event.
Take advantage of attractive lease rates on the 2011 Acura MDX for well-qualified customers.
Were you a procrastinator?
It's not too late. All day Friday and Saturday, get Countdown to Christmas doorbusters at Sears. These small kitchen appliances are only $9.99 after mail-in rebate. Save up to 70% on fine jewelry. Plus, this 42-inch Zenith Plasma is only $429.99. Sears, be the Santa you want to be.
We're so sure Priceline has the biggest hotel deals, we're offering the Big Deal Guarantee. Book a hotel with Name Your Own Price, and if you can find a lower published price anywhere else, we'll match it and pay you $25. Book now and save up to 60% on hotels, only at Priceline.
Under crystal blue skies, skiers take to the Sierra Nevada mountains, pushing their limits in one of the most cherished winter playgrounds on Earth.
I pinch myself every day and feel super lucky to be living my dream.
Will such dreams be realized for generations to come?
One of our concerns here in the Sierra is in the future of what's going to happen with climate change. For me, the weather is everything. I love the randomness, the changeability.
For now, the sheer ecstasy found in this incredible corner of the Sierra Nevada continues to attract snow enthusiasts from around the globe.
Once you've come to Lake Tahoe and experienced a couple of seasons here, it really gets in your blood, and you just can't imagine living anywhere else. You really can't.
Yeah, I'll be skiing Tahoe until I'm dead. I love it here. It's California, and I'm not going anywhere.
A truly rare and special place where nature's forces combine in explosive ways to create what can only be called epic conditions.
Half the fun of photography, it's just the adventure of getting there. It just makes you appreciate how beautiful a place the world is. Really realise how insignificant you are. Life couldn't get any better.
I'm meteorologist Crystal Egger with this live weather update. Right now, everything is happening in the west. We are tracking a storm in the northeast. We'll have updates on that beginning at 7 tonight. Will it pan out? That's a big question. This is definitely panning out. Heavy rain from Northern California all the way down into Los Angeles. This is going to be intermittent all the way until early next week, so it's really going to add up. In fact, in Southern California, 10 inches of rain, not out of the question. Heavy, wet snow falling at high elevations. We'll keep an eye on it. Updates at weather.com anytime.
On this episode of Epic Conditions, deep in the San Juan range of the Rocky Mountains, an arena of ice-making cliffs tempt thrill seekers to scale its frozen spires.
It's really being in a place that you inherently know is stunningly dangerous.
Here, winter storms are as erratic.
In the blink of an eye, the weather changes here.
As the quest for ice is daring.
If you take up ice climbing, you better plan on losing a little blood.
Some people see it as suicidal. It's living life.
Pushing past their fears, athletes are drawn here to climb, conquer, and overcome.
I think the risk is part of the reward.
It's incomparable to anything in the world.
And when you get to the top, it's this unbelievable feeling how I made it.
This is Ouray, Colorado.
It's the quintessential ice climbing mecca of the United States.
Unique settings exist where winter weather and steep terrain come together, not just interacting, but combining to create a changed environment. One such place is Ouray, Colorado, located nearly 8,000 feet above sea level in the majestic San Juan Mountains. This geological wonderland unites perfectly with a weather cycle of snow, sunshine, and just the right fluctuation in temperatures, forming an arena of ice and unimaginable thrills.
You can ask anybody in the world, where are you going to go to ice climb in the United States? You go to Ouray.
There's nowhere that there's this kind of concentration of high-quality ice climbing routes.
Ouray is known as the ice climbing capital of the United States.
It's remarkable how many people come from around the globe to go ice climbing in this tiny town.
Ouray is ringed by steep glacier-carved rock, towering nearly a mile above the town.
There's a saying in town that if it's not in the city limits, it's vertical.
In true small-town style, the weather forecasting for Ouray happens in an unlikely spot.
I do all my forecasting from my wife's chocolate shop. My computer's there, access to the internet, fresh coffee. It's perfect.
Harry Durgan compiles weekly weather reports and forecasts for the town newspaper.
We get big storms, they'll leave a lot of snow, and then they'll leave, leaving us with sunshine.
Wet storm systems that brew far away over the Pacific drop most of their heavy moisture along the coastal ranges. As they head south and east towards the Rockies, they pass over arid desert landscapes in Utah. The moisture they retain becomes drier and lighter as they hit the San Juan Mountains of Colorado. The systems move in quickly, often dumping deep but dry snow, and then move out, leaving nothing but blue skies behind.
Ouray gets over 300 days of sunshine every year, most of them right in the middle of the winter.
It's that rare combination of snow and warming sun that leads to the abundance of ice, a seasonal outdoor playground for climbers like Clint Cook, who serves as the director of the San Juan Mountain Guides.
We get snow, and then we do get this warm temperatures that really make the snow melt and run down the steep cliffs all around here. Cold temperatures at night takes that water and freezes it up, and yeah, it's amazing how much ice can be built in just a period of a couple nights.
Freezing snowmelt is just one way in which ice naturally forms. Professor and former ice climber Tom Painter dedicates his life to studying cold weather environments.
Ice climbing forms, in a natural sense, it forms in roughly three ways. It forms in the classic alpine ice, where there's meltwater running down a high mountain couloir. And then there's waterfall ice, where you have a waterfall and it freezes, and that forms a column of ice. And then you also have seeps, which come out of rock, kind of like a spring coming out of the ground, but coming out of a rock wall.
The San Juan's porous rock soaks up precipitation year-round, storing it in underground aquifers. The rock constantly releases that water, making ice formations possible, even during winters when the area doesn't receive much snow. The texture of the rock helps the ice adhere to the steep cliff walls.
Fortunately for us, the San Juans is riddled with really poor rock. So if you look at some of the rock that we have, it's very fractured. Here, we have the advantage of that water seeps into those cracks and really anchors itself into the rock wall.
The fact that ice climbers can count on ice formations year after year attracts top athletes like Mark Beverly, who traded his life as a medical assistant in New Mexico to become a mountain guide.
I know that I won't be able to do this forever, so that's what I'm doing now, and I'll use this. It'll use me, and I'll live my life that way for as long as I can.
The ice climbing is so good around here. We moved to Ouray so that we can ski and climb.
Local climber Tracy Lockard made the move from Seattle 3 years ago. She runs the local yoga studio, but in her spare time, it's all about the ice.
Why do people climb? I think all climbers have different agendas. You know, some have to make it to the top, some don't. Some are just out for the experience.
Like Tracy, mountain guide Dawn Glantz, originally from Ohio, also came to Ouray for the unlimited ice climbing possibilities.
The ice is always changing. It's a medium that will be here today and gone tomorrow, and it's something that really gives me that spirit of adventure that I'm always looking for.
For accomplished alpinist and Colorado native Vince Anderson, it's an addiction he just can't resist.
Ice climbing is very addictive because you go out there and you push yourself and you have to confront your fears. And after you've done that, you feel quite satisfied. But that satisfaction lasts for a little while, then pretty soon you're yearning to have that experience again.
It evokes a lot of emotional response as far as suppressing fear and anxiety and being able to cope with what would be a perceived hazard or danger.
Finding the best line through the ice and really working with it is a super key skill to having fun out there.
Sweeping my way up here. Left my broom attachment at home.
For Tom Painter, the lure of ice climbing comes from a childlike instinct of reaching for something that shouldn't be reached.
When we were little, we looked at the chandelier and we definitely wanted to swing on it. And as adults, ice climbing is that chandelier for us. And being in that place where you know you really shouldn't be.
The reason to climb may vary from athlete to athlete, but when it comes to safety, most ice climbers are on the same page, including Jeff Skolita, captain of the Ouray Mountain Rescue Team.
If you're ice climbing, you need to be aware of your protection and the ice conditions and the weather conditions.
In a matter of seconds, a change in weather can bring a change in danger.
Everything's easy when it's blue sky and 50 degrees, but you start getting some snow or cold temperatures and it can get serious really fast.
Coming up, they're obsessed with an epic condition, sometimes at their own peril.
When I fell, I actually thought, oh, this is going to be a long ways.
Plus, it's one thing climbers can almost always count on.
It is incredible pain, and you either want to throw up or scream.
What is it? Find out when Epic Conditions continues.
Why I Love Winter was brought to you by Acura. The most innovative thinking you'll find in an Acura.
This is a 19-foot subalpine fir.
This year, we have our own personal Santa.
We've done the whole cardboard reindeer thing, so, you know.
It's a 60s postmodern gingerbread house.
It's worth it.
In a season marked by overindulging and overspending,
I'll wait here for him.
Acura introduces the concept of oversaving. Test drive a new Acura during the Season of Reason sales event.
Take advantage of attractive lease rates on the 2010 Acura TL for well-qualified customers.
All right, everyone, we're live in 60.
The dreaded first sneeze, that crucial moment when you're left with a choice. Shorten your cold or suffer through it. At the first sign, get rid of your cold faster with Zicam.
Know the facts. Over 200 viruses can cause a cold. Zicam helps get rid of all of them faster. At the first sign, get rid of your cold faster with Zicam. Shop Sears today for Craftsman, America's #1 brand of power lawn and garden equipment.
Be jolly this season at Macy's Super Saturday Sale with our best morning special Saturday, 7 a.m. till 1 p.m. Like all 1/10 carat diamond box jewelry, only $29.99. Junior sweaters and sweater dresses, just $19.99.
Jeffrey Bean and Oscar de la Renta sweaters for him, $19.99. Get these 1-carat diamond earrings for just $599. And Bella Cucina Novelty Electrics, just $14.99 after mail-in rebate. Plus,